Hello, this is Phil from underKG. Today we got Samsung Gear Fit. I keep on saying Samsung Galaxy Gear Fit. It's not Samsung Galaxy because it doesn't run on Android anymore. It's just Gear Fit. So this is their latest approach to the wearable market. This is a new smartwatch, kind of a fitness, kind of a pseudo kind of a device. So this is Gear Fit, curved with the equipped with the curved AMOLED display. The first time I saw the curved displays, I was pretty much skeptical. I was like, what's the use for it? And now we actually found a use. They did it quite quick. I was really surprised to see this. And along with the watch itself, there is a band that says Gear Fit. I was like, oh, I don't want to tell everyone that I've got a Gear Fit. And they're not done with it. They've got a Samsung logo here. I don't even want to tell anyone that I have a Samsung on my wrist, and they were proud to do that. Except for that, it's pretty much clean look. It's got a shiny edges, but I'm fine with that. I can deal with that. And the front display is really clean. It's nice, and it's got a touch interface. It's really easy to use that. And you can replace the band if you don't like the color. It's detachable, so you can change it to another color. Samsung's launching a new colors, including brown, orange, and the green, whatever the color that was. That's pretty much it. On the left, there is a button. There you can assign functions, what's going to happen if you tap twice on that button. Except for that, there is a charging port on the back, which you can connect your micro USB charger to an adapter, and then you can attach that to charge this guy. And there is a heart rate sensor, which doesn't really prove itself to be useful. So the watch itself is really small and fits well on your wrist. And it doesn't work on its own. It needs a phone. This is not exactly the best way to use your Gear Fit. I extracted APK files over Samsung phones, and it actually runs fine on the other phones. So what you've got to do is first you got to connect your Gear Fit via Bluetooth. And the one thing that you can find over here is a home screen styler. So you can choose a wallpaper on your Gear Fit with this app, so you can make it a whole lot more colorful than the one that I prefer, a solid black, or give it a little pattern, or you can change what it displays on the clock, so you can make it a big chunk of a digital clock, or you can make it into a typographical watch face. That's what you can do. So that's the basics, and you can change the layout, the orders of the app icons on your watch. That's the styler. And the most important thing on the Gear Fit is actually the notification. There's been one thing that I've been expecting from those wearable smartwatch kind of thing, is to get my notification fast and quick without looking too geeky. And this is pretty much the closest thing that does that. So basically you can turn on incoming calls, alarms, schedule, email, SMS, text, missed calls, and those kind of things, along with the third-party application that you have installed on your phone. So you can choose up to 10 apps that you want your notification from, and it vibrates and shows you notifications that you got. There are some apps that I have set to get notifications, and they're displaying pretty well. So this is the email that it has delivered, and you can change the orientation. If you want to look at it that way, you can read it portrait, and if you want to rotate it, you can rotate it to read it landscape. I don't know why anyone would do that, but you can. So that's pretty much it, and it of course rings you a bell when you get a phone call. So let's say you get a call, and it's gonna vibrate along with the name, and it's gonna give it two buttons. You can see that there's no answer button because you won't be able to talk on this guy anyway. But having it will have been nice, because some people actually do have Bluetooth headsets, or they have their earbuds connected to the phone. So that's what you can do. You can either reject or send a text message saying that you can't answer your call right now. So you can send a message directly from your Gear Fit. So that's the basics, and it runs quite well. The settings wise, you can change the orientation or which side of the wrist that you are gonna wear your Gear Fit on, and watch orientation, screen timeout, those kind of basics. Double press lets you have assign functions, what's gonna happen when you double press that single button there, and Rest of them is just not exactly interesting. So that was notification. Another function that it does have is a media controller. So it controls your media music basically on your phone. So you can do that. And the most interesting part, supposedly, is the fit function of the Gear Fit. So there are a few things that you can do. Timer and stopwatch, those are not the ones. Pedometer is, most of the Samsung phones nowadays do have the pedometer built inside their phone, like starting with the Galaxy S4, and I'm really a big fan of it. It tracks it quite well. But if you happen to be an unfortunate owner of the one that does not, you can use your Gear Fit as a pedometer, and it's gonna track your counts, walking counts. So it's one useful thing. And there's an exercise function. And the bad part about this is that you have to be assigning which kind of activity that you are doing, and you have to explicitly say that you're starting to cycle and that you're done cycling. And I don't exactly see the point of this, that you have to tell everything what's happening. So I wasn't really interested in that. And the heart rate sensor, the little sensor heart rate monitor over here does read your heart rate blood vessel going under that camera, but I really don't see why a heart rate monitor should be there. It's not gonna call me a 911 if my heart rate is beating too fast or anything, so I don't see a point. So Fed part of the function, I'm not exactly sure if they're useful or even if they're worth the price that I'm paying for. But the gear and the alert and the notification part, I'm extremely happy of. The one thing that I wish it was better is that I hope that AMOLED display is always turned on. Of course, it's going to cause some burn-ins and burnouts of the screen pixels, but they were clever enough to include a gesture. What time is it? You tilt your wrist and it's going to turn your watch on. So that's one neat thing. And the second thing that I wasn't really happy about it is the battery life. The one charge of the battery lasts about 2 or 3 days of the normal usage, and I'm not exactly happy with that. So if they build in a bigger battery or they make the efficiency somehow better, I would be extremely happy. And if it's possible to get rid of the Fed function and to make this thinner, lighter, cheaper, longer battery lasting, whatever, I would be extremely happy. Just drop the Fed part, make this to a normal gear line, and drop off all the stupid camera and everything, and I would be extremely happy. Which doesn't mean that I'm not satisfied with the Gear Fit. So far, this is the most satisfactory wearable devices I've recently seen. It does its job. It rings the bell on my wrist without looking too ridiculous. And that's what I wanted, and it's not that expensive. I'm totally happy with it. Just saw some possible betterness in there that could come. That was Samsung Gear Fit, and we'll see you guys later. As long as you tap on here to subscribe to our channel. Thank you all for watching. Bye.